And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wind out. You got 58. Jump out. Yeah, Liz. 319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Williams now on the return. Dances by him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff working right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Gone. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the... And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check 26. Hey, where y'all going?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike. Hey, check 26. Hey, Mike. Zoom.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Check back 27. Check back 27. Hey, where y'all going? Switch.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken around the 12. A strong running. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they're punting it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Letting one go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Rodgers will try again on second down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Jumbo.
Here's Rodgers to throw on third down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set, 3-19.
Now Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Fighting him off. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go. 58.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Get 300. Zoom. Oko, over here. Check safety.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oko, over here. Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Right side caught by Jackson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Over here.
They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hurry up, hurry up. Four down. Check. Box it. We are going.
And they'll go on the ground. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Officially a minute 54 to go in this 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Jumbo! Ship! Yeah, Liz. Hold the look, hold. Gun. Mike 27. Yeah, Liz. Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let this go deep for Jim. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, check 26. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey, check 26. Gun. Jump out.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, here we go.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Boom.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch the twist. Check nickel. Shift.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, I got him. That's me.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. Past the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Check right 27. I'll go over here.
Here's a carry now for Daniel Lasco. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Daniel Lasco, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. As that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Rose. And he coughed it up. And this is going to be Packer football.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Over here.
And they'll run it here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what do you think, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Good. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tim Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26. Jumbo. Hey, where y'all going? Jumbo.
Rodgers going to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. in for the score. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Gone!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montravius Adams, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
What a 50.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing.
Jump out! Who's the jump?
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. Got 300. Got 300.
Rodgers to throw once more. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Zoom. Jumbo!
Now it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go on the ground. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey! Zoom.
Rodgers now on first down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, Mike. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Zoom. Mike 38. Got.
Now Rodgers. It's caught by Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are pouring it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now running right through it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. He fights him off. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look deep down the field, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Zoom. That boy's got 4 down. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. 23 yards on the play.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, check 26. Got. We are going. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And shedding through the tackle. So that one will be accepted. Now they'll run it on the toss. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow, because the element